It's Saturday. Let's talk group fitnessy things. At noon, Zoom class. Coach Liza's going to lead it. Coach Chad's going to help. I think maybe I heard a rumor about Coach Carey somewhere in there. We'll see. If you're watching this on Friday, it's happening tomorrow. If you're watching it Saturday morning, don't work out until noon. Jump on the Zoom class. Just so you guys know, if you didn't catch this, the Zoom meeting thing is the same every single week, so you don't need to have a new link. I will put it into the WODifies, and we'll post it with the YouTube channel or like on the Facebook group, but it's going to be the same every single week. So once you have it, you don't really need it again. Awesome. That covers that. I'm going to go through the warm-up. The workout is going to be different for the Zoom class versus what's in the like fully equipped option thing. So we'll go through the Zoom class for the most part, and then we'll talk about the other workout towards the end. Before we get into that, let's talk question of the day before I forget. What's your biggest fashion faux pas, either from the past or from the present? Alec wants me to say my jorts, but I feel like that's not that's obviously the coolest thing I have in my wardrobe. Thanks, Coach Chad. That was the best present ever. I would say like in junior high, I had this like obnoxious like black double-breasted sport coat, and that was when like sport coats were like real like hip and cool, and everybody had like a nice fitted one, and like the vintage like fitted look was starting to come into play. And I had this like double-breasted like brass buttoned jacket that was not that at all, and I would wear a pink button-up, and I would zhuzh the sleeves because Queer Eye was like also just crushing it at that point. And I thought it was the coolest thing ever. It's not. It was not. It's still not. It's fine. I just wear jorts now. All right, let's talk warm-up stuff. You're going to go through 3 rounds of 30 seconds of jumping jacks into 15 seconds per side of a side-lying clamshell raise, whatever. What you're going to do, you're going to get into a side plank. You're going to pull your hips off the ground. If you guys have been listening about the side planks, same idea. Make sure that your hips are forward. They're probably not. So squeeze your butt, bring your hips forward, and then you're also going to add in raising the leg up or your upper leg off. So you're going to open up the clamshell. That's weird. Whatever. 15 seconds on both sides. Once you get done with there, you're going to go for 30 seconds of bird dogs, holding each rep for 5 seconds. So that's just 3 on each side for a total of 6 to get to 30 seconds. Cool. For the Zoom class, we'll try to set up like just a running clock that you can see. We won't do it as like a guided EMOM, if that makes sense. So moving on from there, as far as mobility goes for the Zoom, what we're going to go through is just a little bit of squat prep going into some pistols because that's going to be in the WOD. So 3 squats in each position. Wide stance, normal stance, narrow stance, and then you're going to do that for 2 rounds. This is just to explore your hips and learn that you can, one, move them in more than just like the exact right way for an air squat, and it also leads you to a little bit more awareness for a pistol because that's essentially like a very narrow squat, so narrow that you're not using one foot. Once you get done through that, then we are going to do an every 30 second on the 30 second for 3 minutes. Cool. You're going to do 10 glute bridges real fast. And then on the next 30-second mark, you're going to do a plank to a pike. So essentially, you're going to do a plank, and then you're going to inchworm up into that pike. You're going to bring your feet to your hands as best you can. And you're going to pause for 5 seconds in each position. Cool. Once you get done with that, we've got a death by body weight workout. We haven't done a lot of these. I don't know if we've ever done a death by in class, or at least maybe I wasn't there when we've done it. A death by is this. You're going to start with 1 rep, and you're going to add a rep every single minute. Okay, so it's a little bit of an EMOM, and it's also a little bit of a ladder. For this, we've got 3 movements within each minute. You're going to do 1 sit-up, 1 hand release push-up, 1 pistol, or 2 air squats. Then on the next round, you're going to do 2 sit-ups, 2 hand release push-ups, 2 pistols, or 4 air squats. Then you're going to do 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, so on and so forth. We're going to cap it at 9. If you don't make it to the 9th minute, you're immediately going to do 9 reps of each one as if you were in the 9th minute and then call it good. So if you finish like 6 minutes and you don't get your 6 reps of each movement done within that 6th minute, cool. Cut yourself off, go back to sit-ups, do 9 sit-ups, 9 hand release push-ups, 9 pistols, call it a day. Awesome. Otherwise, get to the 9th minute, call it a day there. For the pistols, yes, you are going to do like left on minute 1 and then right and left on minute 2 and then right, left, right on minute 3. Just try to kind of keep track of it, but don't worry about it. It'll come out in the laundry by the end of it. It'll be fine. Awesome. That's going to be the Zoom class as far as that goes. For the fully equipped option, and then I'll throw in a couple scales for that, we've got an interesting 12-minute AMRAP, but it's going to change every 4 minutes. So you have 3 4-minute AMRAPs with 1 running clock. Awesome. For the first 4 minutes, you're going to go back and forth between 10 power snatches, 115, 75-ish, and a 50-foot handstand walk. Awesome. If you don't have that, backpack, ground to overhead, awesome. If you can't handstand walk or you want to work on wall walks, you can. Or like overhead walking lunges for the handstand walk, that's a good scale. Once that 4 minutes is up, you're gonna go right into a 4 minutes of a calorie, just go for it. So calorie row, calorie bike, whatever that is. If you are stuck at home without like a rower or a bike, what I would do for this is I would just run out 2 minutes and then run back. And then if that throws your clock off, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal, but I just go run for 4 minutes out and back. However you want to play that, that was what I would do. You could do 4 minutes of double unders. If you're really good at double unders, that's gonna suck a lot. That's gonna be a long 4 minutes potentially. So just a heads up, that's also an option. And then the last 4 minutes, you're gonna go back and do the same thing you started with. So 10 power snatches, 50-foot handstand walk, scale as needed. There's some accessory work afterwards if you guys wanna knock it out. Otherwise, we'll call it a Saturday and we'll go through the track workout for tomorrow and release that soon.